There are different ways to install all the required software. We can install components separately, or we can use ready-made assemblies like Denware or EasyPHP. In such assemblies, the components already have the initial configuration and are ready to create sites. However, sooner or later, developers still have to resort to installing and configuring individual components, connecting other modules. Therefore, we will install all components separately. Windows will be used as the operating system. What does the PHP installation mean? Firstly, we need PHP interpreter. Secondly, a web server is needed, for example, Apache, with the help of which we can turn to the resources of the site we created. To install PHP, let's go to the Offset Developers. On the download page, we can find various distributions for the Linux operating system. If our operating system is Windows, then we need to download one of the packages for Windows. We load the zip package of the latest PHP output, taking into account the discharge of the operating system on which the PHP must be installed. The PHP interpreter has two versions, non-thread safe and thread safe. What are the differences between them? The version of thread safe allows you to use multi-traffic, while non-thread safe is a single flow version. We will select the version of thread safe. We unpack the loaded archive into the folder, which we call PHP. Let this folder be located in the root of the disk C. Now we need to perform the minimum PHP configuration. To do this, we will go to the unpacked archive and find the php.ini development file there. This is a file of the initial configuration of the interpreter. Rename this file in php.ini and then open it in a text editor. Find the line in the file. Extension_dir equals ext. This line indicates a catalog with connected extensions for PHP. Extensions allow us to use some additional functionality, for example, working with a database. All extensions are in the unpacked ext catalog. We report this line by removing the point with a comma and indicate the full path to the PHP extension folder. Extension_dir equals c/php/ext. We leave the rest of the contents of the file unchanged. Now we will carry out the server configuration to connect it with the previously installed PHP interpreter. To do this, we find in the web server folder in the conf catalog, that is, c/apache24/conf, file httpd.conf. We open this file in a text editor. httpd.conf sets up the behavior of a web server. We will not touch on its descriptions like it, but only make small changes that we need to work with PHP. First of all, we connect PHP. To do this, we need to connect the PHP module designed to work with Apache. In particular, in the PHP folder we can find the php8 apache2_4.dll file. And at the end of this block, add the line of load module php_module and php-ini-dir. Then find the line, #server name www.example.com80. And replace it with server name localhost. Next, find the block unmodule mime_module. And under the line if module mime_module add two lines. In this case, we added support for files with the extension .php. And at the end we will find the block unmodule dir_module and add index.php. In this case, we define the files that will be executed when referring to the root of the file or catalog. That is, in fact, we determine the main pages of the website, index.html and index.php. This is the minimum necessary configuration that is needed to work with PHP. Now our task is to make sure that PHP is connected and works correctly. To do this, go to the c:/localhost folder, which we created to store the web server files, and add a regular text file to it. Rename it into index.php and add the following content to it. In this case, we created the simplest script that displays general information about PHP. Now let's run the httpd.exe file and turn to this script by typing the address http://localhost/index.php in the browser line. What happened here? When accessing the site on a local machine, http://localhost is indicated as an address. Then the name of the resource to which the appeal is being indicated is indicated. In this case, the index.php file is used as a resource. And since in the httpd.conf file the catalog seed/localhost is indicated as a storage of web server documents, it is in this catalog that the web server will search for the desired files. And since we indicated above when configuration that the index.php file can be used as the main page, we can also contact this resource just http://localhost/. Thus, now we can create our own PHP sites.